Mark Selby pitted his wits against Mark Allen in the second semi-final of the Coral Tour Championship, with Stephen Maguire awaiting the winner in the climax of the tournament. From the word go, Allen was on the ball. The opening red confidently stroked in from distance, setting the pattern for early dominance. With Allen sharp and Selby struggling, this was totally one-sided. The only point scored by Selby, pre-interval, coming from this deliberate in-off at the tail end of frame 2. Punishment continued, as with breaks of 76, then 80, Allen needed only 40 minutes to sprint into a 4-0 lead. Both his potting and cue ball control were in top-notch working order. Indeed, everything Allen touched turned to gold, as Selby was left little more than a bystander. There was a widely held school of thought that the interval would change things around. Would Allen's command of the situation be eroded? It wasn't. And even the snooker gods deserted the beleaguered three-time world champion when presented with a chance to put his first frame on the board. When the black cruelly flopped into a middle pocket, Selby left a free ball, Allen cleared up, then made it 6-0. Finally, after that unexpected Allen mistake, Selby won frame 7 to belatedly get off the mark. But when he failed to make contact with a thin safety in the next and left a free ball, Allen stepped in for a 7-1 first session cushion. On the restart, Selby required a gargantuan effort, and with a stoic 71 break, his highest of the day, secured the 9th frame to suggest he wouldn't lie down easily. But that's ultimately what happened, because Allen took a low-scoring 10th, moving on to the verge of victory. And when a dispirited Selby overcut a mid-range red in the next, Allen swooped, putting together a run of 82 to end a frustrating sequence of 6 consecutive world-ranking semi-final defeats.
It's just brilliant to get some really long matches against the best players, on the current ranking list and before Sheffield, but there's a trophy to be won and there's a lot of money to be won, so it's not just about coming here and getting sharp for Sheffield. You want to come here and win, so I've won my first 2 matches, but I've still 10 frames to go before I can get carried away.
We started out with an elite 8 players. Now only 2 remain in contention for the £150,000 first prize at the Coral Tour Championship. Our final features Stephen Maguire against Mark Allen over the best of 19 frames. It's a tough one to call, but there's no doubt, in the wake of his latest display, Allen won't lack self-belief.